to Box on the Box Rock and Celluloid. So a little bit of TV, Box Watch today. If I'm honest, I think this is the last one I do of these. I've done a few, didn't seem to be much interest. I guess people, if they're looking for TV recommendations, will just sort of look on Facebook or IMDb. But anyway, it's been fun sort of trying to put this together. So the show I've been watching, coming to an end of its first season, is 911 Lonestar. So this is a spin-off series from the series 911, which has quite a bit of star power. Has Angela Bassett in it, who you know from a lot of films. Oscar nominee back in, I think, 93 for What's Love Got to Do With It, the Tina Turner biopic. And Peter Krause, who was one of the lead characters in the awesome series 6 Feet Under. If you've never seen that, honestly watch 6 Feet Under, what a great series. So 911 follows first responders of the police, but the fire brigade, but they're able to give sort of medical assistance and things like that. It also has, when people ring 911, it has the people at the call centre, as it were. So it's looking at how all those aspects interact and how their lives interact. And 911 Lone Star is basically following that format. Basically, it's set in Texas, so the lead character, played by Rob Lowe, I'm just looking at his character name, Owen Strand. He's basically been assigned over to Texas to put a firehouse back together. He's lost a lot of his crew in 9/11, and he's kind of put the house back together there, so he's been assigned to do the same job here because an accident or a job has gone wrong, and most of the firefighters in the firehouse have died. There's a big explosion at some kind of chemical factory at the start. So it's looking at his sort of trials and tribulations doing that. It doesn't get massively into that. Once it's got out of the way, it just gets on with the format of the show. And basically, it's kind of like CSI, this, really. Obviously, it's not a police procedural thing, but again, obviously, CSI had, 3 spin-offs in the end from the original CSI. Obviously, this is the first spin-off of this. There may be another one. Same thing happens with NCIS as well. So you've just got kind of 2 or 3 plots, little stories each episode, and then there's kind of arch plots running through the series involving characters. For instance, Rob Lowe's character's got cancer, he's getting treated for that. Liv Tyler, who's the other main star, her character, she's searching for a missing sister. Her sister's disappeared a few years ago, and she's still looking into that. Obviously, it's produced by Ryan Murphy, Brad Falchuk, a guy called Tim Minear. Basically, these guys, particularly Ryan Murphy, are just producing everything at the moment. Has a lot of LGBTQ characters in it, and different, characters of ethnic mix. For instance, there's a girl, she's a Muslim, and it sort of explores how that fits, how her religion and being a woman fits in with a firefighting job and things like that. So it's pretty easy going. The things with 911 is the proper, the original 911 series. It's just a really easy watch. You watch an episode. If it's a really good episode, it's a really good episode in 40 minutes. If it's not, we just wait till the next one, and you usually get a good one. Kind of like CSI in that respect. That's really why CSI ran as long as it did. They were able to refresh the series, and if you had like a dull episode, someone would come up with something for the next one. It's those little short, punchy sort of little mini stories in a whole episode that works. So I'll give this show a 6 out of 10. We've been watching it. It's 10 episodes of series. It's it's really easy to digest. If you like this or you like 911, it'll be on Catch Up 911. It's the sort of thing you could binge through. Easy, kind of relaxing TV at the end of the night. Kind of like different to something like Cobra Kai, which I've done before. But so you can just put on before bed for half an hour, 40 minutes, and it's just going to be easy on the head, nothing too complicated. Production values on this, both series, 911 and this, 911 Lone Star, they have to have a big explosion or some kind of incident. Usually they're pretty done at the end of last season. 911 had a big kind of hurricane sequence. It's pretty decent CGI. So the money's there up on the screen. I should say that Rob Lowe's really good in this. He's got like a self-deprecating wit about him, Rob Lowe. And it kind of taps into the fact that he's still a good-looking guy, but his character's quite vain in this, and he kind of taps into that. And he plays with that. I think Rob Lowe's had a good career since his Brat Pack days, with West Wing and that. And he's a likeable guy, and it comes across on screen. Another guy who briefly appears in it is Billy Burke. He's the actor. He was in Revolution, which is a short-lived series a few years ago. But he's Bella's dad in Twilight. And he's good in it as well. So he's another like quite big cast member who comes in. So like I say, if you if you've watched 911, you'd still like this. If you haven't seen 911, you might like this. It might make you want to watch 911. It's easy American TV, something that they do very well. Cheers, thanks.